Hey guys, it's Bella and welcome to my channel. So for today's video I have my plan with me for the first week of November, so not last week but the week before, and I'm using this kit from Caress Press. This is the April Mystery kit, the Harajuku themed kit, but I did buy it as overstock and this is in the Essentials format. So just flicking through the pages, and this is in the premium matte paper. But yeah, I decided to use this kit for this week in particular. Firstly, because the colours are very spring, which I just love, but also because the 1st of November is Hello Kitty's birthday, and there is a little Hello Kitty full box in this kit, and just the whole like Japan kawaii theme. I just thought it would look really, really cute. So yes. And I will say I love this kit so much because I actually did go to Japan in 2015 and I would love to go back, but yeah, it was really fun seeing this kit when it was released, because a lot of these things were very familiar. So yes, so I decided to do color blocking for this spread, just because I haven't done a color blocked spread in a while, so I decided to do it for this spread. So starting off on Monday, I wanted to mark in that I had my Etsy bill due, and so the bill due stickers are really the only time that I stray away from the color blocking, because I did have to pull those in from my leftovers, because the Caress Press kits for some reason no longer come with bill due stickers. I'm not quite sure why, but yes, so I ended up pulling these ones from Pookie Bear Cuties, which were left over from my Sailor Moon spread that I did for my mum's birthday week. So yeah, the colours aren't like a perfect match. Like the purple is pretty close, but the pink that I end up using later in the spread is definitely like a brighter pink. But anyways, so I wanted to mark in on the Monday that my Etsy bill was due, and then I marked in going to Pilates in the morning. So that Pilates girl is from Fox and Cactus. And then what else did I mark? And then this day, my mum and I went to high tea, which this one was a lot more successful than the one we went to in October. So I definitely want to go back to this place, because it was like a Moroccan themed high tea, which was really, really cool. And like the food was really nice, and yeah, it's like in this really nice kind of like hipster, I hate using that word, but like hipster cafe, sort of like near one of the universities, and yeah, it's just like a really cool spot. So I really enjoyed that. So I used the sort of teacup icon from the kit, and then afterwards, because we were nearby, we ended up going to one of the like sort of independent bookstores, and I ended up buying a book. I like didn't go with any intention of buying a new book, because I was still reading the Hunger Games prequel on my Kindle. Like I've just been really bad at reading, but I ended up finding a like K-pop related book. So basically, Jessica from Girls' Generation wrote like a tell-all, but instead of writing it as a tell-all, she wrote it as sort of like a fiction book. So yeah, I ended up buying that because I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh my god, let's buy this as a joke, but also because I do want to read it. So yeah, I ended up using the book icon from Very Cute Designs. Then I marked in that the boys had their comeback that day, which it was just a single album, so it's only 3 songs, but I did really enjoy it, and that headphone icon is from JK Creates Co. And then at the bottom I marked in Pilates again, because we ended up doing Pilates twice in one day, just because we weren't able to go any other day this week, just due to my work schedule and also something else that was happening this week, which I will get into very shortly. But yeah, so we ended up doing a double Pilates, which isn't really the most ideal thing, but it wasn't too bad, because our regular like instructor was there on the Monday night, because she wasn't there for a while because she did injure herself, but she was there that night, which was good because it wasn't as intense as it would have been if we had a substitute. So yeah, so all in all, it wasn't too bad. So then on the Tuesday, I marked in sleeping in. I honestly like had all intents and purposes of having a productive morning, but I just didn't. I was just exhausted, so I used the character sticker from Paper K. And then the main event for the day was that I had an iron infusion, which was super nerve-wracking because it was the first time that like I've ever had one, and just like the whole like you need to be aware of like if you have any issues and like let us know if you feel uncomfortable and like make sure that you don't get staining and this and that and like the side effects, and I don't know, it was just kind of overwhelming to be honest, but it ended up going well. So I just used the sort of like medical stethoscope icon from the kit for that. But yeah, so that was kind of like part of the reason why we couldn't really do Pilates later in the week as well, is because you do get like sore for a few days, which mine was kind of delayed, and I will get into that again as I sort of progress through the spread. But yeah, anyway, so like because you do get a bit sore and whatnot, like it's kind of like not ideal to really do strenuous exercise. So Pilates was kind of off the table, which is why we decided to do like a double session on Monday instead. So then in the afternoon, I marked in going to Coola's, which is like an international food store, but we mainly went there because we wanted to buy some coffee beans, and they have like a grinder there, so we could grind them to use in the French press, which is super exciting. And then I had a nap, so that nap queen sticker is from the Honeybee shop, and then I had a migraine sort of like towards the end of the day, which is like partly to do with the iron infusion. Like I just had like muscle pain and like a migraine for like that first sort of day or two, and then it kind of got a little bit worse. But yeah, so that sticker is from Starlight Paper Studio. Yes. And then the little like grocery basket is from Planet Beautiful Foods No Longer Open. So then on Wednesday I had a driving lesson in the morning, which I was okay, but my arm started getting like a little bit sore towards the end of my lesson. So that was fun. And then I did some volunteering tasks, which at this point I'm doing like competitive research, so that's kind of fun. It's not really competitive research, but it's like yeah, like researching like other charities that basically work in the same field as we do, and some of them actually work with us, but it's just like having a look at like their social media and also like Google search terms and the things that come up, and I don't know, doing a little analysis, which is really fun. So yeah, that sticker is from Paper K. And then that day was payday from work, so I used the payday script and the piggy bank, which is from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚙𝚜. So yes, I'm just filling everything in as I go. And then that day I decided to get my nails redone and take my, because I had acrylics on, so I got my acrylics taken off, and then because my nails were sort of long enough underneath, I just decided to get my usual sort of like SNS on top. So that nail polish sticker is from Paper Milk. And then I did have to run some errands, which I didn't do as many as I had hoped, just because my nails took longer than I thought they would, because they were very busy that day. So I ended up just using the little grocery cart from the kit, because I just had to go and buy like vitamins and milk and bread and, you know, a few things here and there. So that was that day. And then Thursday I put my $4 at the top. But yes, Thursday was very much not chill day, but like a very plain day, because this was when I really started to feel the like side effects of my infusion. Because basically, I think I've read it was like 1 in 10 people, I think, get like flu-like sort of symptoms, where you get like, you know, body aches and chills and whatnot for like a few days after. But I felt fine in the morning, so like I had driving in the morning, so that car icon is from the Littlest Planner, and I felt fine. And then I had to go to work, and I was fine for like the first maybe like few hours of work, and then my back started to hurt, and then I got really cold, and I just felt so bad. And because I have to stand at work, like it was kind of unbearable. So I ended up leaving work like 20 minutes early, because I tried to stay as long as I could without being, you know, like making things complicated, I guess, because I feel like that's the last thing I want to do is make things complicated. So I tried to stay as long as I could until it was like pretty much unbearable, and then I kind of asked if I could leave, you know, a little bit early. So I ended up going home just 20 minutes early, which isn't too bad. And I literally just came home and like took some medicine, went to bed, put like the hot water bottle, because I was freezing, It was horrible. And then I just had like a really bad sleep because I just felt so sick, and like I kept getting hot and cold, and just, it was just horrible. But anyways, so yes, I used the work script from Untitled Chapter Studio with a little Tamagotchi, because I just wanted to use some deco next to the work labels. And then I used another stick sticker from Untitled Chapter Studio just to mark in that I was just feeling really sick and that I had a bad sleep, which that sort of like dragged into Friday morning a little bit. So basically I just was still feeling sick on Friday morning, and then eventually as the day progressed it got a little bit better. But like this was sort of towards like the end of my side effects, because yeah, by like the weekend I was fine. So I think it was just kind of like a little delayed response, because like now I feel fine, and like on the weekend I felt fine, and so yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so just putting in my full box for Friday and the glitter headers. But yeah, so Friday morning ended up not being super productive either, just because I did not feel well still. So I ended up like, yeah, not really sleeping. And then I tried to sleep a little bit in the morning, and then I went and bought some like more medicine, because the one that we had wasn't working. So like I ended up buying like a different kind from the supermarket. And I think I also bought some orange juice as well to sort of like boost my, I don't know, immune system or whatever. So yeah, I used that like pill icon sticker from Hello Kitty paper for that. And then I came home, like I had breakfast before I went grocery shopping. So then I came home, had my medicine, had a nap, and then after my nap I felt better, because like I could eat my lunch without like wanting to vomit basically. So that was good. So that little eye mask sticker is from Paper K. And then yeah, I was like kind of unsure of like whether to go to work or not, but then I felt better, and also we were short already, like because some other people I think had called in sick, which happens very, very often at my work, unfortunately. So yeah, but thankfully like by the time I had to go to work I felt good enough to go to work, and I didn't have too much pain. Like I had a little bit of pain here and there, like but it was definitely more bearable than on the Thursday. So I was able to basically get through my whole shift without any dramas, and by the time I got home it was fine. So yes, so I marked in work, and I used a little Kit Kat deco sticker for that. And then I came home and I watched some K-drama, which I think in my previous voiceover I said I finished Goblin this week, but I actually finished it the week after, so I was still watching it at this point, which is what that K-drama binge is for. So that script is from JK Creates, and then the TV is from Very Cute Designs. And then like I said, on the weekend I felt a lot better. So Saturday, because it was my day off, I just kind of chilled at home for a little bit, and then we ended up going for a walk, which was really nice because the weather was really good. So yes. So I think the first thing that I do end up marking in is my bill, which was my Apple Music. So here's where you'll see the sort of pink bilju, which totally doesn't match with this kit because it's a super hot pink, but it was the only thing that I had, and I guess it kind of matches like the tuna sticker in the sidebar. Like if you see the little sushi layout, the tuna kind of has that hot pink color. So yes, I marked that in, and then I wanted to mark in that I basically wasn't in any pain, and I was finally feeling better, because this was like my first day since like Tuesday basically, because the Wednesday, like I said, I had sort of like muscle pain and like migraine and this kind of stuff, and then the Thursday and the Friday with like the whole flu-like symptoms. But yes, that character sticker, I'm not quite sure where it's from, because it was a freebie sticker, but I just wanted to mark in that I had no pain and that I was feeling better. And then I marked in going for a walk. So we did go for an 8.5 kilometer walk, which is quite a lot, but it was nice. We walked by the river, and then we ended up going to get ice cream, which was really nice. So that sticker is from the GP Studio, who I believe is no longer open. And then at the bottom I marked in booking Pilates for the next week, because we tend to do that either on Fridays or Saturdays, but I think we forgot to do it on the Friday night, so we ended up doing it on the Saturday. So that phone icon is in Very Cute Designs, and then at the end of the night I ended up pulling some stickers for my plan with me's, because I did film this spread and the previous spread sort of like a day after each other, and very much after the fact. So yes, because I think I filmed these spreads last week, so the week of the 8th of November, I believe is when I filmed these spreads. So that sticker album sticker is from Stellar Boosted Cocoa, which you can't really see that because I'm a little bit out of frame, so apologies for that. And then on Sunday, I pretty much worked all day, but it was really nice because I had a garden shift, which was fun because I haven't had a garden shift, like a full-on, like full-day garden shift in a while. So it was really nice, and the weather was nice. It was quite busy, so the day went really quickly. So yes, so I marked in going to work, and I again used another little Tamagotchi deco. I just love them, they're so cute. And the work script from Untitled Chapter. And then basically when I got home from work, I sort of just chilled. So I had a YouTube binge, I watched some K-drama, and I also pretty much stayed up till like 3 in the morning because I didn't have anything really to do the next morning, because then the next day I didn't start work till 11, so I could sort of have a little bit of a sleep in comparison to this week where you know, I had things to do in the morning, I guess. But yeah, so that YouTube icon is from Paper and Milk, and then I marked in sort of my K-drama binge the same way that I did previously. So that script is from JK Creates Co, and the TV is from Very Cute Designs. And then to mark in having a late night, I used the late night script from Archangel Paper Studio and the PJ's Girl from Fox and Cactus, which you'll sort of see me do that soon. And again, it's probably a little bit out of frame just because I should have put my planner up a little bit higher. But that is pretty much the last thing that I marked down, and then I think I just added in my deco at the top, and I also added in my TV on Wednesday because I just wanted to mark in American Crime Story, because I believe this was the second last episode. So yes, so here is the finished spread. I did add the deco at the top and my TV. I really love how this turned out. As I was planning it, I was kind of unsure, partly because of my decision to color block, but also just I don't know, I felt it was a little too boxy, but like at the same time, I do really like how this turned out. And these kits come with a ton of labels, like even the Essentials kit comes with a ton of labels. So I was happy that I was making use of the kit. So here's what I have left. I just have that little extra box and the Payday, a few deco pieces, and some sort of like functionals. And then I think the sheet I mainly have the most of is like the icons, just because I didn't really use a lot of the ones that came with the kit. But like as for the boxes and whatnot, that's kind of to be expected just with my planning style. And I can definitely pull in some of those plain boxes into future spreads. So I will definitely be keeping those in my reusable sticker book, and same with the icons. So yeah, I'm really happy with how the spread turned out. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe. As always, all the shops will be listed down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!
I'm home alone all day and I got no more songs left to play. Baby, 난 널 그리네. 다시 돌아와줘 내게 and let me be your man.